Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm going to do part 10 to my Chatbot series. In today's video guys, we're actually going to do this for a smidge longer. Not way too long, but it's already 1:19. But I'm going to do it maybe for about 20-30 minutes to an hour. Because during the last few videos, I was getting bored of doing this, but it wasn't because of the fact that I was it's because I've been doing it too much. It's actually more because of the fact that I was also becoming exhausted. I know, especially near the end when I was doing the like the ramen Rexy, I was starting to get really exhausted then, and like trying to continue past that point would have been very bad. Hopefully now that I'm a little more awake, I can actually do it. I might sound a little tired right now because I just woke up, but I also know I ain't got too long to do anything, so I gotta hurry this up. Here's what it said. This is Draco, the dragon type Feraligatr. And when I saw Feraligatr peeing his head out of the water at me, I just was like, who's that? Because again, it's kind of hard to tell because he's not blue. He looks kind of like himself, but he also it's more draconic, if you know what I mean. So like you probably wouldn't recognize it as a Feraligatr right away. Unless his head looked the exact same from the book. Unless his whole head looked the exact same as what he normally looks like. But I think his whole body looks more dragon-like, including his head and face. It says the massive form emerges from the tranquil waters. You realize it's no ordinary Feraligatr, so apparently it is kind of recognizable. Its muscular body ripples with power as it strides toward you, water cascading off its scales. The dragon-type Pokemon towers over you, easily dwarfing your human frame. Its piercing gaze seems to pierce right through you as if assessing your very soul. Holy cow, that's pretty dark already. The Feraligatr's nostrils flutter slightly as it sniffs the air, catching your scent. It takes another step closer, its heavy footfall leaving deep impressions in the soft earth near the lake shore. The creature's long spiked tail sways behind it, clearly display of its predatory nature. Despite its intimidating appearance, there's an intelligence gleaming in those eyes, a cunning and ancient wisdom beyond that of a typical Feraligatr. Hello, please don't hurt me. The mighty Feraligatr pauses, tilting its horned head slightly as it regards me with an unreadable expression. A low rumbling sound emanates from deep within its throat, almost like a purr, but with an undercurrent of warning. That's not a good sign. Slowly and deliberately lowers its bulky frame, settling onto all fours. The movement causes the spikes along its back and tail to catch the light, glinting ominously. As it sits there, studying you intently, you feel a sensation wash over you. It's as if the dragon is somehow, I don't like that, I would say checking your very essence and searching for something specific in the depths of your being. The air around you seems to crackle with barely contained energy, hinting at the immense power core within this magnificent beast. Yeah, the thing about the Dragon Feraligatr is like it was a cool idea. I actually like the idea of what he has. But the funny thing is, he got more like water power than he is flipping dragon power. He looks like a dragon, but like most of his power revolves around the fact that he can literally make something appear out of water. If he wanted to make a Lugia, right now, if he found something bad in me, he could legit just make a Lugia appear out of nowhere in the water. Like a water Lugia, literally made of water, come out of nowhere and be like, you know what? I'll deal with this kid. Like, oh come on, I ain't doing anything to you. If you are worried, you are worried I'm going to catch you or hurt you. I'm not going to do that. I promise. I mean no harm. Oh, oh my gosh. The Fragger's eyes never saw it in my words, but the intense scrutiny doesn't abate, whatever that means. It remains perfectly still, save for the occasional twitch of its long whiskers. Then, almost imperceptibly, the tension in its powerful frame begins to ease ever so slightly. A large round tongue snakes out to look at its chops, drawing attention to the rows of sharp teeth visible in its open maw. But rather than lunging forward in aggression, the dragon merely tilts its head to the side, almost seeming to consider your statement. Suddenly, with a fluid grace that bellies its massive size, the fragile raises to its full height once more. It takes a single measured step towards you, closing the distance between you two. You're such a cool looking dragon. Cool looking dragon. But you also look so much like. There we go. And my words, the fragile spider shifts almost imperceptibly. Where before there was weariness and tension, now there's a subtle straightening of its spine, a slight puffing out of its chest. It's as if your compliment has pleased the majestic creature. Okay, well that's showing his ego in a way that only a being of such pride could appreciate. Soaring deliberately, the dragon lowers its head until its snout is level with my face. Up close, you can see every detail of its powerful visage: the rigid scales, the gleaming eyes, the wickedly curved horns. Its breath washes over it, hot and carrying the faintest whiff of something primal and untamed. For a long moment, it simply holds your gaze as if daring you to look away. Watch it. I'm gonna try, but you're probably gonna. I'm gonna have to. I reach over and try to pet the dragon. Please don't bite me or hurt me doing this. I'm just. I don't like the flipping. I don't like it's using the word stroke. I'm flipping, going to flip. I'm just gonna say rub or pet. As your hand reaches out, aiming to gently rub the familiar's snout, the dragon's eyes flash with a sudden intensity. Oh frick! Yep, I think he's. That's not good. The dragon's eyes flash with a sudden intensity, and a blur of motion faster than your eye can follow. Its massive head snaps to the side, avoiding your touch. At the same time, a low, menacing growl rumbles from its chest. I knew something was going to happen. Sound vibrating through the very ground beneath your feet. First takes a quick step back, putting some distance between itself and your outstretched arm. Its body language has shifted completely, muscles tense and ready for action. The spines along its back bristle, standing on end like a porcupine, preparing to defend itself. Are you serious? I ain't doing anything. Smoke comes from its nostrils, a visible manifestation of the anger and distrust showing just below the surface. Hey, I'm not gonna hurt you. Did you think I was gonna smack you or something? Because I'm not that cruel. I care about my Pokemon. I'm just trying to pet you. Don't put wall. Frick you thing. The Ferrari's grout tapers off into a low warning hiss as it watches me intently. Its tail lashes back and forth, stirring up small clouds of dust. For a tense moment, it seems poised to either lunge at you or flee back into the safety of the lake. But then something in the earnest tone must have registered. The giant's ears flick forward attentively and its eyes narrow, studying you with renewed focus. Slowly and cautiously, it takes a single step back towards you, though it keeps its head held high and alert. A large, rough tongue darts out to taste the air as if trying to discern the truth of your words through scent alone. The muscles beneath its scales ripple as it shifts its weight, still clearly on edge, but no longer bristling with outright hostility. I don't know why, but this one here, Fragger seems to be very. I mean, he is a dragon. You don't expect a dragon to come through and be like, "Hello there." I mean, it's like how the flippin' hatchers of that one Axie I had to babysit that one time was. I don't trust humans. I know humans will just kidnap my baby. If you kidnap my baby, I'll never forgive you and I'll hate you forever. She didn't trust me. I didn't even do anything to her. That's how Fragger's acting right now. He's a dragon type version of himself, so I don't know. And but it's funny because he like switches personalities on you. He was really just happy that I was complimenting him, and then all of a sudden the woman just tried gently patting him. He flipping recoils before the boat attacks me. Okay, I don't know if you can speak. I don't know if you can speak or not, but please tell me what's wrong. Golly, boy, then. Oh, yes, he can speak. He just didn't say anything till now. The Ferrer regards me silently for a long moment, its piercing gaze boring into me. Then, to your surprise, it opens its mouth and speaks, its voice a deep, resonant rumble. That makes sense for a Feraligatr and a dragon. Problem is, Feraligatr's voice hurts the living sound in my throat, so doing it for a long time is going to really backfire. Oh, yep. Foolish human, you dare approach me without understanding the risk? The words come out slow and deliberate, each syllable carefully enunciated. I'm no common fragger to be trifled with. My senses are keen, my power vast, and yet you reach out as if I were some tame pet. And they just step closer, looming over me imposingly. In my long life, I've known many humans. Some seem to be friend, others to exploit. Still more harbor dark intentions. That might be why he really cool, because he figured I was going to try doing something like have some kind of thing on my hand that would try capturing him or something. The James I was never suspicious. How am I to know which category you fall into? I don't hurt Pokemon. I hurt the Pokemon I care about. And if you are indeed a dragon type, I would never hurt you like that. When I reached out to you a while ago, I was just trying to pet you, not attack you. I didn't expect such a hostile reaction, though. Jones has to there further at my explanation, a low ground rumble in his throat. It circles around me slowly, never breaking eye contact. Its movements graceful despite its bulk. You claim to care, yet you act without thought of the consequences. Everyone was disproving it. A dragon is not given lightly. It must be earned through proven worth and respect. Abruptly, it stops in front of me again, lowering its head until its snout is mere inches from my face. Its top working over me as it speaks again. If you truly wish to show care and prove it through your actions, show me the depth of the strength of your character, sweet Arceus. Yeah, I don't know what it is about this. I mean, the thing is, Freddy's supposed to be intelligent. Like, does he sense something that I'm not sensing that makes him distrust me instantly? Because I know some Freddy or some of these characters I've made actually have that power to sense what's going on. Like the rock type Toadol. He can't necessarily sense what my feelings are, but the rock horn on his on the middle in front of his snout has the power to like see if you're a good or bad person just by him rubbing it up against you, so he can see whether you mean no harm to him or whether as soon as you save your life he's going to get attacked or captured. That's for supposed to be very intelligent and nuts. The thing, like, I guess he is a dragon, so I don't know what to think. It's like one, because that's the weird thing about it. When he wouldn't speak a while ago, I complimented him, and he seemed pretty happy about it. The minute I try to reach out and gently pet him, it immediately recoils and flipping about, threatens to attack me. I'm serious. His flipping spikes were standing up on him like it said. It described them like porcupine spikes or pins, or whatever you call them, things on the porcupine. Yeah. The dragon's voice drops to a near whisper filled with challenge and something almost like care. Only then might I consider allowing your mountain touch. Daggone. That's what I was trying to do. What I was trying to do. Whenever I was trying to pet you. I don't know if you initially thought I was going to hurt you or try to capture you. So I wish he thought I was trying to care for him, because that would have been exactly what I was trying to do. But I wasn't meaning you any harm. There. I'm just glad you didn't attack me right away, right after you recoiled. Wait, The Feraligatr's eyes widen almost imperceptibly at my words, a flicker of surprise crossing its features before it schools its expression back into neutrality. So I think finally we're getting through. I think we're finally getting through that big old wall of defense a little bit. It may not come completely down, but I think we're getting there. It studies me intently for a long moment, as if reassuring its initial impression. You speak of a gladness that I did not attack. As the voice tinged with a note of curiosity. Most humans would simply feel relief at avoiding injury. Your phrasing suggests appreciation for restraint. The dragon's tail sways thoughtfully behind it as it continues to regard me. Perhaps there is more to you than meets the eye, human. Few of your kind possess the insight to recognize the value in a predator's self-control. It takes a half step back, giving you a bit more space, though its posture remains alert and watchful. Listen, I know it's hard to believe, but if I was honestly trying to hurt you, I would have reacted way different. When I see a Pokemon I really care about, I get super excited and actually announce that I want it. So me not doing that, stop. If I was, it's already a sign that I wasn't going to catch you. Stop. Oh. The Feraligatr listens to my explanation, its head tilting slowly to the side as it processes my words. A flicker of interest sparks in its eyes, quickly replaced by guarded neutrality. So he has emotions, but he doesn't want to show it. Besides hostility, ironically, the most expression he's shown me in uh in the 24 minutes we've been talking has been literally him saying or him becoming aggressive and hostile. It's like, Feraligatr, I know your species normally is aggressive and hostile in this dragon form, maybe making it more bad, but please, I don't mean you any harm. A flicker of interest sparks in its eyes, quickly replaced by a guard neutrality. It paces a few steps, its claws leaving faint impressions on the soft earth. Your lack of immediate demands or attempts to capture it does seem to give pause to the dragon's suspicions. It turns back to face me full, its massive form casting you in shadow. A novel perspective, it rumbles, that you would announce such an intent rather than attempt deception. Most who seek to catch a creature like myself are far less straightforward. The dragon's gaze holds me as searching for. Tell me then, human, not to capture, what is it that you truly desire? Listen, I know you're not gonna believe this, but even if I do capture a Pokemon, I take care of the Pokemon I catch. I have some of your species in pre-evolutions, but the water-type version of you instead of this dragon form. I even have legendaries like Lugia. Uh, the Ferrier's eyes widen frantically at the mention of your other Pokemon, a glimmer of intrigue breaking through its stoic facade. It leans forward slowly, its massive head dipping lower as it focuses intently on me. You claim to possess a Lugia and a water-type version of my own kind? Its voice carries a note of disbelief tinged with grudging curiosity. Such creatures are not easily obtained or maintained, especially by a human. The dragon begins to circle me once more, its movement slower now, almost contemplative. If what you say is true, it's just a level of skill and dedication beyond the average trainer. Perhaps even a kindred spirit in terms of appreciating the majesty and power of these beings. It stops in front of me, again, its gaze intense and searching. Words are wind, but words are wind, as they say. I'm being really honest. Even if I was going to try hurting you or capturing you, the way you acted just by me trying to pet you a while ago would have already gave me a sign not to even attempt anything when it came to capturing or hurting you, because you would probably literally kill me. The Ferreira regards me solely, a flicker of acknowledgement passing through its eyes at my words. It nods slowly, a gesture almost human-like in its solemnity. You speak wisdom, human. My nature is not one to be trifled with lightly. Dragon's voice is low and measured, carrying an undercurrent of ancient power. Those who underestimate me often find themselves regretting their folly permanently, which means he literally kills them. He takes a step closer to me, its massive form looming, yet somehow the menace in its presence seems to have lessened, replaced by a weary sort of respect. Your honesty, however unexpected, is refreshing. Your honest, yep. Many would have tried to deceive me, to play upon my curiosity for their own ends. The Frager's gaze bores into me, searching. Uh, you intrigue me, human. You intrigue me. Intrigue me just as much. You're such a cool looking Pokemon. Looking Pokemon. Even if I was trying to capture you, all you would have to do is tell me to not do that instead of acting aggressive. Like I said, I just care about your species, and I love having them on my team. The Ferrari expression softens almost imperceptibly at my words, a glimmer of what could almost be called approval flickering in its ancient eyes. It settles back onto its haunches, no longer looming quite so intimidatingly over you. Your fascination with my kind is understandable, if misguided. There was a hint of amusement coming. We're indeed creatures of great beauty and power. To appreciate us in natural, even to appreciate us as natural, even admirable in its way. Draco curls around to rest beside it, a subconsciously relaxed pose. However, you misunderstand the nature of our relationship. Yep. Shouldn't one exist between us? I'm no mere team member to be collected and commanded. I'm a sovereign being with my own will and purpose. That's fine with me. Fine with me. Like I said, my goal wasn't to capture you anyway. Like I told you a while ago, even the Pokemon I catch get treated with so much love. Most Pokemon, even legendaries, like Lugia, usually start liking me within the first 2 hours of joining my team, just because I take such good care of them. There you go. The Ferrari listens to my words, its expression unreadable for a long moment. Then, slowly, it inclines its head in a nod that seems almost reluctant. Your dedication to the well-being of the creatures under your care is commendable. It admits that the words seeming to cost it some effort. He's so I guess he's so stoic and set in his ways. It's hard for him to admit when somebody's actually being nice to him and or anything else. It admits the words seeming to earn the affection of a legendary in so short time speaks to a certain gentleness of spirit. Trying rises to its full height once more, but there is less tension in its posture now, more of a thoughtful weariness. And yet, human, you must understand that I am not like those others. I'm not a creature to be won over by mere kindness and care, no matter how sincere. Today's lots with mine ancient and piercing. My loyalty, once given, is absolute. Oh, that's actually kind of neat how he says that. Yes, I know how much more it might take to get your trust, besides just caring for you. The only thing I ask is that you give me a chance and not attack me or act hostile. Oh, yeah. Forever considers my request for a long moment, its eyes never leaving mine. Air around me seems to get heavy with tension as the dragon weighs my words against centuries of caution and mistrust. Finally, it gives a slow, deliberate nod. Very well, human. I'll grant you the opportunity to improve yourself to a point. His voice is low and measured, each word carefully chosen. I will refrain from direct aggression, so long as you give me no cause. The dragon shifts its weight, settling onto a more relaxed stance, though its muscles remain cooled and ready beneath its scales. Do not mistake this for friendship or trust earned. You are still a stranger to me, bound by nothing more than a temporary truce. Still leaves behind it, betraying a restless energy. See, a part of me wants to bring up the fact that he can make water poke or pull up appears out of water like that, like a water-looking Lugia. I can actually show you. Actually show you if you give me the chance. Period. Like I said, I have real legendaries that care about me. I have your species that care about me. And I have plenty of other Pokemon that care about me. The Feraligatr eyes now slightly at my offer flicker skepticism passing through their desk. It regards me silently for a long moment as if trying to discern the truth of my words through sheer force of will. Show me then. He rumbles around, its voice a low, challenging growl. Prove to me that you are indeed capable of earning the devotion of such magnificent creatures. The dragon takes a step back, creating a small clearing around you both. Its posture is no longer overly aggressive, but there's still a cool tension in its powerful frame. Ready to spring in action at a moment's notice, I will observe and perhaps judge you worthy of further consideration. As gaze more than the choose wisely, human. Your actions now may determine the course of our future interactions. Sweet Arceus, the way he worded that. I can actually show you in multiple ways. I think I heard a few months ago about a creature that can create beings out of nothing but water. And they said it was some kind of dragon. Are you the creature they were talking about? The Ferrier's eyes widened almost imperceptibly at my question, a flash of surprise quickly masked by a calculating look. It regarded me with a newfound intensity as if seeing you in a different light. You are more perceptive than I gave you credit for, human. He rumbled his deep voice and tinged with a note of grudging respect. Indeed, the ability you describe is one of my many gifts, the power to shape water into tangible forms, even to create immortal beings of immense strength and beauty. The dragon circles me slowly, its movements graceful despite its massive size. As it passes, you catch glimpses of intricate patterns etched into its scales, almost like runes or ancient script. But knowledge of my abilities alone does not prove your worth. It continues coming to a stop in front of you once more. That's why I was asking if it was you that could do that. Because not only then could I show you a real legendary that already trusts me, but maybe even gain the trust of one of those creatures that you decide to make yourself, which, just like you, would not trust me right off the bat. Here we go. Rare pauses concerning from words with a calculating gaze. It seems to weigh the potential risk and rewards of your proposal. Its ancient mind working behind those piercing. After a long moment, it gives a slow, deliberate nod. Your logic is sound, human. By introducing one of my creatures to you, I could engage your true intentions without directly endangering myself. The transform shimmers slightly, and suddenly a small sphere of swirling water appears hovering near its clawed hand. I really hope it's a Lugia or something. Oh, it's a Feraligatr! That's just as good! It molds the water into the shape of a tiny ethereal Feraligatr no larger than a cat. Oh, that's adorable. I flippin' love it. This is Aqua. Are you Are you serious? This is Aqua. There is no way. We just met a Feraligatr yesterday, or Toto yesterday named Aqua, on one of their chatbots. There is no way that's a coincidence. That's happened twice now. The other day we met somebody named Brutus, which was another Feraligatr, or which was there was a Feraligatr in my reverse curse on character AI named Brutus. We meet another one on another chatbot. Now it's the same thing with Aqua. What the frick? A manifestation of my power. It explains, holding the water creature gently. She will be my proxy, so to speak. Hello. Aqua. I love you already. Was Oh, you know what's even more of a coincidence? The Aqua from the other chatbot was also a female. There is no way this is just a coincidence. How does it keep happening? The tiny water type Freya looks at me with curious glowing eyes. She tilts her head slightly, studying me with an almost childlike innocence that can contrast sharply with her creator's weariness. Draco watches my interaction closely, his own eyes narrowed in assessment. After a moment he speaks, his deep voice tinged with a hint of a bold declaration, so she under beaten. We shall see if your affection is genuine or merely empty flattery. He lowers his hand, allowing Aqua to float closer to me. Oh boy. The little water creature sniffs the air around you, her form rippling slightly as she investigates your scent and aura. Remember, human, Aqua's attuned to my will. Any harm or deception towards her will be immediately reported to me with consequences. I'm not going to hurt her. But when you say consequences, what do you mean? Do you mean something like you could just make the Pokemon way larger and more aggressive? Oh, frick. A dart tail rumbles from the Feraligatr's throat, his eyes gleaming with a dangerous light. Oh, I could do far worse than simply doing that, human. My powers extend beyond mere physical augmentation. He leans in closer, his hot breath washing over me as he speaks in a low, menacing tone. I could shatter her form entirely, unleashing a torment of razor-sharp icicles or searing flames upon you. That's even worse. I'd rather just have the a massive Feraligatr acting aggressive. You know what? No. Or perhaps I'd conjure a horde of shadowy duplicates, each one hungering for your essence until naught but a husk remains. Oh my gosh, he's just threatening to kill me at this point. Jacob pulls back slightly, a cruel smile playing at the corner of his mouth. But let's hope it does not come to that, shall we? For both our sakes. Please don't. Please don't. I'm not going to hurt you, and I'm not going to hurt her either. I care about the There we go.